Good morning.
Yes, sir, it is a good morning. Sir is handsomely right to say so.
Yes.
Is sir aware, I am busy wondering, that I made so bold to remark on the goodness of this morning to the youngest of my mothers earlier today, as she wheeled me into an upright position? Was sir in an awareness of that?
No, I had no idea.
Here is a morning, mother of my bosom, I averred, as fine and crisp and gutty as any since the day when Compton and Edric opened for England, and the sun never went down on the British Empire without asking permission first.
Ha! Did you?
I did, sir. Sir, I did. And if two broad-shouldered, long-fingered men such as ourselves can come independently to the conclusion that the morning they were currently experiencing is one of goodness, then one of goodness it most assuredly must be.
Really?
Yes, sir. And you can spank me quietly with a chamois leather if it isn't so.
Right. Now,
Sir, you haven't come to trade insults on the state of the morning unless I am more vastly mistaken than a man who thinks Belair Belloc is still alive. So do sit down.
oh, no,
Sir has brought his handsomely sprung and finely wrought young body into this shop with the express purpose of going about the business of buying jewelry. Am I close to the mark, sir?
Absolutely.
Do you mind if I remain standing, sir? I think perhaps my whole sitting down idea was a little ahead of its time.
Right. Yes, the thing I'm getting engaged today.
Would you like an opal fruit?
A
A nice strawberry opal fruit. Or indeed any flavour of opal fruit.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
won't be long then.
Wait, where are you going?
Well, there's a sweet shop not half a mile up the road, and I happen to know that they sell opal fruits.
There's a sweet shop. No, well, in that case, really, don't bother.
What? Don't bother.
No, really.
Is Sir in absolute possession of sureness in this regard?
Look, I really only came in here for jewellery. I thought if you happen to have an opal fruit on you...
On me? Sir, I do not have an opal fruit on me. No. But I will go further to say that I have never had an opal fruit on me. It's eccentric, no doubt, but look, Sir can search my head if Sir is unconvinced.
Look, forget the opal fruit. The opal fruit is irrelevant. I want an engagement ring. Can we concentrate on that?
Sir, I am chastened and bowed. Ever the man of affairs, Sir has reminded us all of our duty. Yes, an engagement ring for Sir.
That's right.
What flavour of engagement ring would you like?
Flavour? What
Yes.
are you talking about?
Just my own little joke, sir. You'll humour a dying man, won't you? For we have a range of engagement rings that I would ask sir to cast one's eyes over, and I cannot help but notice the startling, beautiful colour of your eyes that would go very well with the wallpaper of my godniece's room.
Right, that's it. I'm leaving.
Wait, sir, what about this one?
What?
What about this ring?
It's rather nice, I suppose.
Sir, the issue of the rather niceness of this particular ring has been raised in Prime Minister's question time.
How much is it?
I would be wrong to let it go for more than 30,000 of your earth pounds.
£30,000.
Well, I would be equally at fault if I let it go for less than 90.
So it's between £30,000 and 90.
Sir is as dogged in his pursuit of detail as Roy Walker, presenter of the never-popular show Catchphrase, is dogged in his pursuit of a thick earlet.
But perhaps he could, or you could, but in preference to me walking out of here after hitting you very hard in the face, just tell me the frigging price.
Since Sir has been kind enough never to be Peter Sissons, I can let Sir have it for 218 poundingtons.
218.
If you wish. And if Sir will oblige me by promising never to wear the color green again in his life, I will throw it in for nothing. An opal fruit that I have in the next room.
An opal fruit?
Yes, indeedling. A fruit of the genuine opal persuasion. Perhaps Sir will desist from ripping the kidneys from my nerveless frame if I offer him a taste to authenticate its strawberryness.
No, I believe you.
May I instead then, pausing only to pause, suggest, sir, that I should congratulate you on your excellent taste.
Thank you.
Sir,
Thank you.
I was talking about my opal fruit. For strawberrine is a faint tang with a little bit of urine.
Yes. Quite so. 218 pounds.
218 pounds that should be, sir.
Well, yes, that's what I said.
That's what you said, and I barely spoke at all.
Well, just put it in the presentation box, if you would.
Oh, no need, sir. I'll wear it now.
What?
Oh, I really think you should speak to my father, darling. He's upstairs in the cellar.
Right, I'm really leaving now.
Leaving?
Goodbye.
But wait, we're engaged. Men are such bastards.
This puppy, Snipper, it is in most desperate need of help. 4 months ago, Snipper's mother died, and only 3 days later her father was killed by a hit-and-run driver. Barely 5 months old and an orphan, Snipper was also faced with the embarrassing and painful affliction of incontinence. It's a condition that we in the West don't talk much about. Shame keeps millions of sufferers silent. But Snipper's incontinence was a source of great distress to her, and rather than come to terms with it, she ran away to London. It was on the way to London that Snipper was assaulted and abused by an older dog. You can imagine the effect this would have on an innocent puppy bitch like Snipper. She was totally confused, bewildered and hurt. We think that it is around this time that she was struck with traumatic amnesia, a total loss of memory. This, apart from anything else, made it very difficult for her to know where she was, what she was doing. She drifted into a life of scavenging and prostitution, selling her soft, furry, young body just in order to stay alive. That was the life that she was living when we had at ASTL found her. We were able to give her food, warmth, and more than that, love. The one thing that was been denied her in her short and tragically unhappy life. Snipper is taking an interest in life now. Her memory is slowly returning, which is how we've been able to piece together the details of her life. And with luck, she will be able to lead a normal, happy and fulfilled life. But there are thousands of Snippers in Britain, and we desperately need your help to carry on the work we are doing. We are an entirely independent charity. We receive no government funding and rely on public generosity to keep us going. If you're the kind of person who would like to help a Snipper, then please send your donation to us as soon as possible. Help the Snippers of this world. Thank you. Hello, Control.
Tony, it's you.
That's right. I understand from Valerie that you wanted reasonably strongly to see me.
Valerie is by no means leading you up the garden path, Tony, because indeed I do want to see you.
I find Valerie's usually right in these little matters. Control?
Yes, Tony?
Did you want, I'm wondering, to speak to me as well, or was it just seeing me that was on your mind?
Well now, Tony, there was something I wanted to ask you, but it's a little bit tricky, actually.
Tricky?
Yes, Tony. Have you ever been in the position where you've had to tell someone you like quite a lot that you're going to have to fire them from their job?
No.
Ah.
That didn't turn out to be too tricky a thing to ask me, did it?
Well, yes, thing is, Tony, I haven't quite said the thing yet.
Would it be the kind of thing that would go better with a good cup of coffee, Control?
Perhaps a little later, Tony. I wouldn't want to be thought of as hiding behind that cup of coffee.
Well, that's just as well, Control, because the cup of coffee I had in mind was going to be quite small.
Tell me, Tony, have you in your position as subsection chief of the East German and related satellites desk noticed the way that the wind is blowing on the other side of the curtain?
It's been blowing in all kinds of odd ways, hasn't it, Control?
It has, Tony. It has. Glasnost, perestroika, and related phenomena have had their effect on the political map of Europe in no uncertain terms.
Yes, Control. Only this morning I had to ask Valerie if she wouldn't mind going out and buying some new political maps of Europe, as ours were really quite out of date.
Yes, Tony. It's shaken all of our lives up quite a bit. Certainly. But, Tony...
Yes, Control.
It's also meant that our masters in Whitehall have started wondering whether they need quite so many people involved with spying.
I'm not sure I fully understand, Control.
Well, they take the view, Tony, that nowadays with the Russians simply ringing us up and telling us most of their secrets, we don't need to spend much of our money on finding them out.
That's an astute piece of political thinking by our masters in Whitehall, Control.
Yes, Tony, it is.
How about that coffee now, Control?
No, Tony, not quite yet. Anyway, what this is all leading up to, Tony, if you haven't already guessed, is that I'm going to have to fire you from your job.
Control, I'm slightly at a loss for words.
Please don't think, Tony, that I'm getting any enjoyment out of this situation. This is indeed one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in all of my years of running the Secret Service.
I certainly don't envy you, Control, having to pass on a bit of news like the one you've just passed on to me.
Yes, it is quite hard, Tony.
Ah, well, Control, I suppose that's that then.
Yes, Tony, I'm afraid that it is, and I really am very, very sorry.
May I take this opportunity of saying how much I've enjoyed working with you, Control, and wish you the best of luck with all your future spying.
Thank you, Tony. I can honestly say that this place will not be the same without you.
No, I suppose it will be a bit different because I won't be here.
That's right, Tony.
I'll be somewhere else.
Yes.
Well, goodbye, Control.
Goodbye, Murchison. Valerie, could you bring me a cup of coffee? How do I like it? I like it the way Tony Murchison make it for me.
Damn it, Peter.
John,
Damn it, 4 times round the car park and back in for another damn it.
do I get the feeling that something's on your mind, John?
Come on, Peter, you know what the hell I'm talking about.
And I guess I'd say that this had something to do with the DGL Enterprises takeover bid.
You know, it's funny, Peter. 4 years, 4 hard years I've put into building up this health club. And now I'm supposed to stand by and let a bunch of wet-assed college kids take it all away from me.
I know, John.
If only Marjorie hadn't left the way she had.
Marjorie, oh, hell, John. You can't go blaming yourself for that. You and Marjorie had...
Had what, Peter? A marriage that was nothing more than a bad joke and not even a very good bad joke.
You made some mistakes. John, that's all. You and Marjorie had different ideas about where the company was headed. End of story.
But damn it, Marjorie was good, Peter.
Good wife or a good business partner?
Is there a difference, Peter?
I hope so, John.
And now while we're up to our asses in a major takeover scrap, she's sunning herself in the south of France.
South of Wales, actually, John.
Well, wherever the blue rinse tells she is. Oh, the damned fool I've been, Peter.
John, listen to me. This is no time for you to start feeling sorry for yourself.
But damn it all sideways, Peter.
John, do something for me. Take a look out that window.
What is it, Peter? Some sort of a game?
No game, John. Look out there and tell me what you see.
I see a car park.
Well, that's funny, John, because the last time you looked out that window, you saw an idea. Don't you remember?
Yes, I remember.
I thought so.
I remember thinking that that would be the best place for a car park.
Damn it, John, I'm talking about the big idea, the dream that you and I shared, the dream of a health club that would put Otoxeter on the goddamn map once and for all.
Yes, Peter, maybe.
Maybe. I don't believe I'm hearing this. What the hell's happened to the old John?
Well, we pulled it down when we built the car park, Peter.
Damn it, John, you're not hearing me.
Peter,
Don't Peter, me. We've got that close. And you're going to lie down and just walk away.
Don't hassle me, Peter. I'm tired.
Tired be damned.
A man's gotta know when he's licked, Peter, and I know the feeling because I've been licked before.
The Lord's saints preserve us.
Did I ever tell you about the time that Marjorie licked me, Peter? Licked me good and proper? Well, I've got the same feeling now, Peter, and I'm sore. Maybe it's time to move on.
John, I'm gonna tell you what I see out this window.
Is this another one of your games, Peter?
Same game, John, different rules. I see Tom and Sally and Debbie.
I thought Sally was off because she had the flu.
Exactly, John, exactly. But she's come in today because she believes in you. God knows why. She believes in what you're trying to do here. And you're going to just turn your back on those kids. You're going to walk away from, damn it, I make no apology, a vision.
Damn it, Peter, maybe you're right.
You're damn right, maybe I'm right.
Damn, double damn, and an extra pint of damn for the weekend.
Damn!
Right, Peter?
Damn!
Get a fax on over to Cliff at Harlinson's. Extraordinary general meeting at 3 p.m. today, and call Janet and see if we can pull Martin in from, well, where the hell is Martin anyway?
Hi, Wycombe.
And get Sarah in here. We've got an agenda to work up.
Welcome back to the fight, John. Sorry if I was a little rough on you back there.
Hell, Peter, I deserved it. I've been a damned fool.
And if Marjorie calls...
If Marjorie calls, tell her I'm busy.
Damn!
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got to know each other very well over the last 300 nights. For me to make a little confession, I don't want you to feel embarrassed by this, for I am not. And it is I whose breast is being discussed, not yours. The fact is, I'm not quite as I seem to be. You see before you what I have been kind enough to call a rather lovely figure of a super. And that's by and breastly as it should be. However, and this is where I'm going to have to ask you to be excitingly pretty for a moment, I do have a peculiarity which I feel I must in all softness be rather heavenly about just for a divine. Like an increasing number of people today, I have a pair of nipples attached to my chest, here, and to a lesser extent, here. But, and this is where I'm forced to be a little bit more delicious than usual, while this one here, Neville, is rosy, healthy, and everything one could want in a nipple. This one, Sheila, is bright blue and something of a young disappointment. Well, there, in a smooth-limbed, golden-thighed way, we are. You have been patient, and you have been glossy, and you have been surprisingly supple. I've enjoyed being fabulous with you here, so thank you, and enjoy the rest of our exciting run.
Mr. Kerneff. Mr. Kerneff. How are you feeling?
What happened?
You probably don't remember, Mr. Kerneff, but you were in a very serious accident.
A van?
No, an accident. You were on your bicycle. You were hit.
By a van.
That's right.
Am I all right?
You're going to be fine, Mr. Kerneff. Lots of drink and plenty of hot sleep.
Right.
But I'm afraid you did sustain a very serious injury to your genitals.
My genitals?
As you can see,
Oh dear.
as you rightly say, dear, we had no choice but to remove them.
Oh no.
As you didn't rightly say, yes.
However will I manage?
Did you use them often, Mr. Kerneff?
Well, not really, but it was nice to know they were there.
Quite. Well, all is not lost, Mr. Kerneff. Medical science has advanced a great deal. Prosthetic can substitute legs, arm, even noses are now commonplace.
Wait, you can supply substitute genitals?
Say hello to Killer, Mr. Kerneff.
Oh, killer. You're not going to, surely you can't for heaven's sake give me the dog's genitals.
Oh, what an almost amusing misunderstanding, Mr. Kerneff. No. Killer will simply be your substitute for having genitals.
I beg your pardon.
Yes, I'm sure you've seen people walking around with dogs before.
Well, yes.
Yes, well, for men who have no genitals, the ownership of the dog or similar violent animal acts as an important psychological crutch. And I stress the word important.
Owning a Doberman would be a substitute for my having genitals?
Indeed, yes, Mr. Kerneff. Thousands of people compensate for genital inadequacy by owning large dogs.
But why?
Beats me, Mr. Kerneff. I'm only a doctor. In addition, we will provide you with a diving watch, a year's subscription of guns and ammo, and this military jacket. Oh, these are yours too.
Look,
Keys to your rusty white van.
but Doctor,
Yes, Mr. Kerneff.
I don't understand. I appreciate that you're trying to help me, but I also happen to use my genitals for other things. Getting rid of my urine.
Oh, don't worry, that's the beauty of the system. When people see you wearing a combat jacket and driving around in a white van with Killer, the piss will be taken out of you constantly.
Well, we've come to the end of our 300th broadcast, and it would be remiss if I did not give a moment to allow you to say something to the masses. But of course I'm in remission, so let's not waste any time. Instead, I will say, as I have always said before, Mr. Music, won't you take us away?